Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Today we're going to continue our deep dive into Kenpo Blue Belt with opening the cowl. We're going to do opening the cowl A and opening the cowl B. They are both fairly similar, same attack, same opening the cowl sequence, just different endings. One goes to grappling, one goes to striking, depending on what you need at any given time. I like opening the cowl. Again, Blue Belt has a lot of attacks from the rear, either grabbing the shoulders, pushing, pulling, grabbing the neck. This one's really effective from a choke from the rear, which, you know, for those who say, well, a rear naked choke is what you're going to find from a trained martial artist. Yes, but there's quite a bit of fools who don't know how to fight who are going to choke with the standard grippy choke. And perhaps they didn't start from the back. Perhaps they tried to grip you and you turned and you end up in the back. And this is really what that opening the cowl is for. You've got yourself in a bad position when they've got that lock on you. So we start with opening the cowl A to a throw. Opening the cowl A. Oh, I was going to bow and be nice.
I was going to sneak up behind you.
Sneak up. Oh, okay. Here. La la la, tra la la. Here. Oh, no. He's choking me. Open the cowl. Step back to here. Throw the elbow and throw Makikomi. Going to do a couple rounds and then we'll actually throw and show. To the side. Step back. Throw the elbow. Woo! Throw the Makikomi. All right. I'm going to do this a little smoother than the actual throw. So the idea for opening the cowl is they could do it from a choke. He could also do it from, you know, he's, again, grabbing the shoulders, trying to push me somewhere. And again, as I pull right to here, you know, coming up and around, just like we did when we worked on Crash of the Eagles. We came up, we came down. When we worked on bridge, when we worked on crossing, when we worked on, not crossing towns, when we worked on breaking the cross, we worked on grabbing the hands. Now, instead of coming up and around, what we're doing is we're coming around to quickness to turn into here. And then straight to here to Makikomi. If he doesn't move his hand out of the way because he's being all nice, sucks for him. We talk about, you know, people fighting back, you know, oh, they're not going to stand there. True. And they're going to pull their hands back, which makes it easier for you. Him fighting back actually sets you up for the throw easier. So we're going to go for the throw for the Makikomi. Hit to here. Grab this Makikomi. Down we go. And out. We're going to be real easy on my knee. Still in recovery. Goodness. All right. Other side. Hit to here. Slide in here. Down we go. Hey! Hey! Whatever you got. The main thrust of the move is you want the turn, the hit, and the throw. Whatever you do from the throw is up to you. Now, let's talk about what we do to stop him from really choking me. He's got height enough that he's got the right angle. He can choke me. Turtle. That's your first thing. He's trying to choke. As long as I turtle, I have at least a few seconds to think about what I want to do. As I turn my body, I gain more seconds. So, turtle and step. And right to here. As I move here, it really isn't doing much, but just using that framework to keep that hand out of the way. He can't hold on. He can try. As I move through, throwing that elbow straight into here. That's a bad place for him to be, which I like because they attacked me from behind. Or they attacked me and got to my behind. Neither of which is good for me. I'm going to throw to that side. So again, nice and easy. Down we go. Okay. I can strike. I can straighten the arm out. I can use my legs. I have many options from the throw from Makikomi. The important part to remember is stepping and moving. this right here. Now, for those of you who say, well, they're not going to leave their hands there. They're going to try and pull back and hit you. That's fine. That's what the elbow's for. Now, if he's moved this way and didn't let me throw my kikomi, fine. Throw us off the guard. Again, the purpose of Kenpo is to use your strikes, to adapt, to throw, to do what you can. But if I've really got this arm and I've really stepped back here and I push him through here, man, this is a great way for Makikomi. Just turn this down and whee, here we go. He's going to come across that. I've got the arm. I've got my whole body on his one arm. And as big as he is, I got enough weight. Put that on that arm. Down he's going to go. So, opening the cowl A. Opening the cowl B. So, opening the cowl A starts just like opening the cowl B. He's choking me. Now, in opening the cowl A, we came around. We hit. We're going to throw. And make sure that he moves that arm so I don't hurt it. But now we've decided we're not going to grapple. He's big. He's got friends. I can't go to the ground. So this time, punch, punch, punch. Simple as that. You've got a combo. Light him up. Again, when people say, oh, you hit him 3 times and he didn't respond, we got a couple things going for us. One, his hands are busy. I like that his hands are busy and mine are free to act. Now, he is doing something bad to me. He's choking me. So I gotta, once again, I gotta turtle and move. If I turtle and move, that takes half of it away. He's still got his fingers in here. He can still try. When I get my hand up, that takes it away. So all 3 together break the choke. Again, I'm going to get 1 hit unanswered. If they're trying to hit, I'm moving down here. I'm moving down here. There is a very good chance they're going to try and punch you back. Sure, since you know it, that is why we do the old classic. You punch high, you punch low, and we punch even lower just because we're mean and we're tired of fighting. Yes. So again, pull back, come here. 1, 2, 3. He's working on some shots. I'm working on shots. He got 1, I got 3. I like those odds. Moreover, how strong is this punch going to be after you've cracked him once here, and you know you're going to get the second? By the time he gets that third, duck it, come in. What if it doesn't work? What if you only get 1 punch? If I only get 1 punch, well, I made it count. I'm good for that. If he comes in too much, okay, whoa, and now we're fighting. And you keep punching him in the ding ding. Yeah, that ain't nice. And that's the concept. Yes, it may end up a slugfest, but you are going to get the first shot. If you're fast and accurate, you can get the first 3 shots. What if it doesn't happen? That's fine. At least you're hitting him. At least you're not getting choked from behind, and you've turned the fight from where you are in the back here to where you're in the front. I guarantee that this is a bad place to be and don't want to stay here. You want to move. You want to hit. You want to hit. You want to hit. You want to keep moving. You want to keep throwing the hands. You want to keep them off balance. That's the goal. Well, I'll just hit you more. Okay, fine. And again, what if, and here's an interesting concept, what if when he starts throwing punches, we switch from one move to another move we've already learned? And what if we chain our techniques together? That is where we add resistance. That is where we get into sparring. That is why we train. But for now, all we're going to start with is a very simple 1, 2, 3. Go from there. All right? That's opening the cowl B. Good job, my man. So that was Kenpo Blue Belt, opening the cowl A and B. To make a point that my partner made, you have to be very, very careful with opening the cowl A. As I came around to throw Makikomi and he was trying to be nice and not resist and hold his arms out, coming around Makikomi on this arm with this arm right here puts an undue amount of pressure on that. It can really hurt, especially with a big guy like me. Watch your speed, watch your power, and make sure your partner knows to protect themselves enough. If you still got this arm, they can pull this one back so as not to get injured. Don't want to injure your partner while you're practicing. Practice with some resistance. Make them choke you. You're turning around. Be gentle when we elbow them in the temple. What if you don't hit the temple? Okay, face, ear, neck, whatever. You're elbowing them in the head. Nobody really likes that, so be careful with that. Once you get to that point of your resistance, always realize where the resistance has to slow down because you're working strikes that can harm somebody. Same thing, when you do your resistance with opening the Cowl B, you're straight up going to face shots right there in the solar plex, right there in the groin. If you want to glove up to try this, absolutely, but make sure, maybe you want to let your partner wear a little protective gear if you want to punch a little harder, a little faster. Again, it's all about protecting yourself. If you still don't like these, you're like, oh, I can do better. Okay, cool. Come to class and show us why. Other than that, y'all stay safe.